Hello, hello. Donna, how are you? Oh, I'm trying to fix this. Oh, there we go. Look at my messy makeup table. Such a mess. Such a mess. Such a mess. Look at I have a lion on my head now. How are you, sweetie? Oh, fur. It's getting cold out. So I'm listening to this old video of Isaac Cappy. Do you remember Isaac Cappy? Do you remember him? Okay, that line is going to drive me crazy. You guys, I can't. I'm doing okay. I'm just blah, Just blah. This line on my head is going to drive me crazy. This one. Oh. Hey, Lex, how are you? Yeah, it's been a long week. I'm trying to do something with this mop of mine. I didn't look in the mirror before I came on, so. But I've been listening to Isaac Cappy from a long time ago. And he was talking about Venezuela. How are you guys? I need to take my makeup off. I just don't feel like having makeup on right now. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I just need my makeup off. He's talking about Venezuela. Listen.
You vote with your dollars.
See if he's still talking about it.
Giving Amazon money, you're giving.
I know. I gotta stop giving Amazon money. I do. I have to stop.
The first year that you have ever donated to a candidate. Cool. You need to find an alternative to Whole Foods.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Yeah.
Do you guys think he's dead? What is going on with this? Do you think he's dead?
Yeah, Adam Schiff.
Supposedly he took his own life, right?
Terrible. Just
You're
terrible.
okay? Good. I'm glad you're doing
Just terrible. Terrible guy. I started following him on Instagram to comment on his posts. I will say, I looked at he posted something today. I looked at the comments. Not a ton of support. And also
Do you guys think he took his own life? It's out there. It's still on the
Adam
balcony.
Schiff experience is about.
It's sitting on my balcony.
Do I think AOC is MK
It's
Ultra
heavy.
or just bipolar? I don't know if she's either. I think she is. I think she's a puppet. An actress, yeah.
There's a lot. What do you guys think about what's going on with Iran, you guys? Iran and Venezuela. What do you guys think?
I thought she was a plant. She was.
What do you guys think about everything that's been going on politically? I feel like I got a hair on me. Ugh. My daughter gave me this lotion, this EOS lotion, and it smells really good. Vanilla cashmere. It smells really good. Shea butter. It's got 7 nourishing oils in it. So I went to the grocery store today, this afternoon. And hey, Donna, how are you, honey? And I spent almost $200, about $180. Then gender twisters should simmer down. I don't know what that means. It was $180, and then I had to go over to Petco and get a couple things for Sosa. So it came to over $200, and I got 3 bags of things at the grocery store. One of the bags just had my coffee in it, right? My cold coffee I get, and 2 milks. A couple coffees and 2 milks. That was one of the bags. So I had 2 bags left for $180. It's like, what is going on? Yes, thank you, Lexi. Support, support, support. Hey, TWC. Oh, gosh. Sean, the whole thing is at night, it's cold out there, and it's a heavy radio. Feeling depressed tonight. I don't know why. Maybe it's from watching too much news stories. Probably, honey. There's a lot going on, and I feel like no matter if you're on... It is expensive. You get nothing. I got some bacon. I didn't even buy meat. no meat. I bought some bacon and eggs and I don't even know what I bought. 3 Red Bulls. You mortals, the Lord has told you what is good. This is what the Lord requires from you. I have that Bible app that I look at. I'm so tired of the riot situation. Okay, about that gal who got from ICE. See, the mainstream media isn't telling the whole story. They're not saying that she was ramming into the guy. And I mean, if you're going to go out there looking for trouble like that, then am I happy that happened to her? No, I'm not happy when anybody gets hurt or their life taken. But when is it that we have to be accountable for our own actions? If you're going to go out there and you're going to ram into a human being with a car, what in the hell do you think is going to happen? How could be? Oh, you're a sweet person. Well, thank you, white goddess. How do you know I'm white? You're assuming my race, okay? You should not do that. You don't know I'm white. I'm black. I'm not messing with the ice, with ice. No, I mean, it shouldn't matter your color, you know, if you mess with whoever. Like, if you're a human being, no matter what color you are, just do what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's like, I think Beethoven was probably just hard of hearing. What do you guys think of Stevie Wonder? Do you think he was hard? Do you think he was blind? Because I saw some things where it looked like he like saw someone coming towards him and he like said their name or something to where it was like, wait, how would you know that if you can't see? I am white. How do you know? How do you know? I have African American in me. Did I see your comment? When do you think you can do the race? I don't know, Sean. When it gets nice out. How about that? How about when it gets nice? Because it's freezing out there. Hi, Robert. You don't care what color you are. Thank you, Lexi. Or I know you're saying that to everybody. I would be a white woman, black slave. I love white women. Serious. A cop would not call you black. That's true. Looking at me, you are right. They would not. They would not look at her and say, a black woman just took off on foot. she is resisting arrest. Go grab her. Then they would be looking for someone with dark skin. But people don't know what people are mixed with either, right? Oh, thank you, Sean. I would be your black slave. Oh my goodness. I don't want a slave. I don't treat people that way. That's the only time race is useful. When you have to deal with the cops? What do you mean? What you talking about? That's the only time race is useful. Cringe, simping, Gigi. Nobody's going to be my slave. Did you wear tights? No, Sean, I have not worn tights lately, but I just ordered some from Amazon, just so you know. They were $14.99. If you want to send me a tip in my Cash App, I'm a simp. I love white. Why? Okay, tell us. Share with us, Elliot. Why do you like white women? In any other situation, national heritage and citizenship is far more informative. Google said. Google said what? Yes, I did just order some tights for work, but low waist refers to clothing, particularly pants and skirts that sit low on the hips below the natural waistline. This fit can be a style choice for a cat. Okay, TWC, where did that come from? Low waist. TWC is teaching us something this evening. I'm sorry, I just want to see you in tights. I think you can do that. I think I explained this, Sean. I said, okay, when I wear tights to work, when I get home, the first thing I want to do is change my clothes out of my work clothes. Just because of slavery, white women used to own black men. That's awesome and you're beautiful. Well, I would never, ever, ever own anybody. That's just not my style, baby. But in police work, you can't say, I got a half Dutch, half Norwegian American male fleeing on foot. You got to just say white guy. Sean needs to go to the bathroom, kind of. Sean's a nice guy. Sean is a nice guy. He is. So you guys, I have memberships if you would like black. I ordered black tights, Sean. It's really the only color tights I wear. I have memberships if you want to support my channel. I do have super chats and I do have Cash App. My Cash App is in my yes, Sean. My Cash App is in the description of my videos if you want to check it out. I'm crazy. I like white women to call me. Stop. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. Sean is hyper focused tonight. Yes. Eddie, Elliot, you know, to each his own. You have a right to whatever floats your boat, bud. But I personally don't like that. Race is purposefully simplified for emergency situations. It's just a kink. Beautiful. Okay, but, you know, I don't get with that kind of stuff, you know. And okay, let's dissect this, shall we? If you're gonna, you brought it to the table, Eddie. Tell me why. Why is it that you like to be called that? And how is that exciting to you? Incel life of Ellie. You would have fun. No, I wouldn't. I don't like talking like that. If you talk about race outside of emergencies, it's indicative of a lack of ability to think deeply. If I like the video, will you please put so in Sean? Because I love it. Okay, you can love white women without having them call you the N-word, can't you? Like I said, whatever floats your boat, but I don't understand why you'd want to be called that. That's just like me saying, oh, I like it when a black man hits me with something and calls me a honky. You know what I mean? That would do nothing for me. Just say it. That would be a no-go. I'd be like, okay, nice knowing you. Not interested, thanks. You honky bitch. A lot of black guys like it. Okay, well, it's the first I've heard of it. It's the first I've heard of it. Hit you with what? Well, he was saying that he likes to be hit with a whip or something. And he likes it when a white woman calls him the N-word. I like the whip and everything. Well, everybody has their own, everybody has their own kink, I guess. I haven't found mine, so I guess I haven't been looking for it. So, what do you guys think about what's been going on? You know, I still need to use this. My little microphone I got a while ago. This. I just have to set it up. I've had this for like a year, and I've never used it. I think I might have tried using it one time, but let's put it back in there. There we go. So today, Sosie and I, can I have a hug, please? Just not the right guy. Maybe I haven't found the right guy. I'm more concerned with the gay pride stuff. I think LGBTQ is a valid alliance, but that's something else entirely, and I'm waiting for someone to explain what Q means. LGBTQ. Okay, LGBT. LGBTQ. T is transsexual, I think. Q is, I don't know. And then there's plus. It's just so they can keep adding stuff to it. Did you know that? Here's a hug, Sean. Hug. Okay, there you go. You're beautiful. I would pay you $3,000. I just liked the video. Thank you, Sean. I could use the money, believe me, but I would never say that to you. I could never do that to you. I could never say that. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but whips and chains excite. Wait, isn't there a song that says that? Whips and chains, etc. Wait, what song is that? What song is that? I know I've heard that song, Robert. Robert's feeling your groove there, Elliot. Eddie. Robert's picking up what you're putting down. He can get with that too, I think. I missed you guys. I haven't seen you forever. I haven't seen you guys forever. It's been forever. It's race play porn. Me and my girlfriend did it. She used to beat me, and oh my goodness, does that mean you can put Sean, hun, you know what? You're a sweetheart. You know that. You know I love having you here, but it's getting a little overwhelming with the tights. Okay, I'm cold. I don't want to change into tights. I don't want to. What is it? Channel is about whatever. We just talk about whatever comes up. So queer means deviant, and it's by Rihanna. I don't know the name, but it may be bad, but I'm perfect. Oh, sex in the form I'm perfectly da 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 da. But whips and chains excite. That's the song. Yes. Hello, Samuel. Yes. Whips and chains excite. I can't think of the tune of it right now, how it goes, but you would love it. It's just between two adults and not racist, Queen. Okay, well, isn't it kind of okay? Let's talk about that. You say it's not racist, right? But doesn't everybody kind of have their own idea of what racist is? Excuse me. I think if you're sitting there calling somebody the N-word, that's racist. Now, I kind of miss the days back when Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor and all them comedians would make jokes about it themselves, and people laughed, and it was fun, and it was, it wasn't meant to be mean or anything. But nowadays you can't say anything, or people just accuse you of being racist when people are trying so hard not to be, you know what I mean? Not to come across as racist. As a white guy, I like when black girls call me the N-word, but only with the hard R. Oh my goodness, Trevor, stop. It's just a kink. I really love you, though. Sean, thank you. I don't know you. I don't know a lot of people on here. I do know Robert. It's not racist because it's a fetish. Okay, well, what if you were secretly recording said girl doing this to you and put it out there for someone to hear? They would say, she's a racist bitch calling you the N-word. So, but if you don't have a problem with it and it's happening to you, then that's what matters, right? You guys, I cannot wait for spring. I cannot wait for spring and summer to get here. I'm sick of being cold. It's fucking freezing, excuse my language, and it felt like it was going to snow. No, because I wanted it. Try it. Okay, well, I'm not interested in that, but thank you for sharing what's exciting to you, but that's just not my thing. So, again, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think about what's going on with Venezuela, what's going on with Iran? Crazy. I think everyone should stop using the word, myself included. I use it all the time, but I'd never say it to a respectable black man. I love BBC. Am I sexualizing black men? No. You would love it. It gives you power. See? So it's not a kink. It's that person is expressing power over you. And isn't that kind of the whole... Don't even get me started on that. Don't get me started. But I respect what your desires are. Hey. Everybody has a right to have their own desires. You guys, come on. Where's the thumbs up? Let's go. There's so many things going on that it's not right. Lexi, you had your AC on. It is. Oh, Robert, I know. I mean, see, it is like, but that's different, Robert, because they're they're the same color. They're the same, so it's not looked at as racist that way. You're welcome. Am I wearing leggings? Oh my goodness, Sean. What is it with you and the tights and the leggings? Why? Tell me. Why do you have this obsession with leggings and tights? You and the air conditioner, Lexi, are you serious? Well, I usually have the fan on for Sosa. I'm ordering him this ladder thing to get up on the bed because the last few times when he's been jumping up onto the bed, he lets out a little cry, like it hurts. So, in the meantime, I have a chair, a lower chair that he can jump up onto, and then he jumps up onto the bed, and then that takes the pressure off. But this this thing is on Amazon that I'm going to get, and it's $100, and it's like, geez, Louise. But I don't want him to hurt. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I just have a disability and a fetish. Okay, that has nothing to do with your disability, Sean. Wanting a woman to wear tights, that's a fetish. It's not a disability, dear. Right? But you guys, I don't think I've talked to you. I've talked to you since I got my new glasses, right? I got my new glasses. Aren't they cute? They finally came. $200 in the mail. And thank God I liked them. Because I was like, what if I order them and pay for them and then they get here and I don't like how they look on me? I like them. So, score. I never found my other ones. So, I do want to order another pair so I have a backup just in case. But I think I'm getting my raise. You're gorgeous. I'm calling you superior white goddess. Oh. Sean, fetishes are for jerk me. This app is for kids, homie. This isn't a kids app. I have 20/20 vision. Really, Donna? I have awful vision. Oh, what? Don't use that word. What are you really saying? What was that? Call me what? Yes, go ahead. Call me whatever you want. Yes, it's been a warm December and January tonight, maybe. Oh my goodness. So my daughter and son-in-law want to move this summer, and they're thinking about Montana. They were wanting to move to Idaho, but they're saying, because they want to buy a house, so they're saying though that since everybody's moving to Idaho, that they're not going to be able to afford a house there. So, but she said, Mom, it would be great to have you come with us wherever we move. And I'm like, I'm there. As long as it's not this state, I'm there. Let's go. It's not for kids only, but definitely for kids. There are some, yeah, there are some kids channels, definitely. So, but my raise hasn't kicked in yet, but I got a $4 and something cent raise. It's crazy. Like, because I just got a 60-cent raise last month, but no, it was November. But then we're supposed to, because it's in the budget, I'm supposed to get like a $4 and 30 something cent raise. I'm pretty stoked about that because the work I do is I don't get paid near enough for it. So it would be pretty good if I get that, and it's supposed to be kicking in here soon. You got a nice budget. My budget sucks. I haven't been able to save any money. But I'm working on it. I'm just trying to pay things off, and I just bought a little truck. It's nice to have a little truck, because I can haul things around. Oh, the budget for work, Trevor, I'm talking about. Okay. So I want you to hear. Let's see. I want you to hear something. Now that song's stuck in my head. I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good. Sex and... Okay. Let's listen to him. Here we go.
Sir, your shape is incredible. How many times per week do you visit the gym?
0.
Ain't
I'm just
no
doing
room
Tai Chi
in my
walking every
works
day.
budget for
Every
a
man over
raise
50
for
should try it.
old
What
teen-
happens if my
Well, Trump weighs in on Iran.
Thank
He's in
you,
full
Lexi.
support
I
of the
know.
freedom
I haven't.
movement,
It's not
breaking
hit
through,
yet.
overthrowing,
It's supposed
the
to here
Ayatollah.
soon.
This could happen. It's going to be very difficult to do, but all things that
It's
are
almost
worth
been
doing
2
are
years,
difficult
you
to do. Kind of like when I just ran a half marathon this morning with the beloved Miss Naples guy. Couldn't be done. Half marathon, baby. New record. Let's go. There she is. Go, 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 Ed. There she is, baby. Get your medal. Love her. There. Thank you. Half marathon. New record. My first one in 15 years. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the Happy Patriots are. Let's get straight to Trump and his support.
Try
for the
what?
freedom movement.
What
was
would I
here,
make
we
money
drove
at?
down past La Jolla yesterday, and there were a bunch of signs right over the overpass on the 5 freeway going, "We support Iran freedom," and lots of people there with Iranian flags. So the marketing of
that?
this movement is very good. It takes
Mary
more than marketing. It's going
Steenburgen?
to keep
Who's
the
that? I don't
Iranian
know who
people
that is.
are going to have to liberate their country, but I'm pretty sure the U.S. is going to go
Hey,
and give
Jeremy,
them a hand, and
how
we're
are
going
you,
to give
hon?
you some of those details right
We're
now.
talking about
So,
Iran
this is
right
Clay
now.
Travis, country music singer. Iran is the biggest story in the world right now. Nothing else is even close. This could be a modern day fall of the Berlin Wall moment. And I think it could even be bigger than
The
fall of the
Ayatollah
Berlin
is
Wall,
on the
guys.
ropes, it
Iran is so
says.
central. Those Persians have such
The
a
mom from
huge,
Step
rich
Brothers? I don't
history.
know.
This could be a really big deal. The Ayatollah is on
Well,
the
I haven't
ropes.
been
And
on,
here's
honey. I've
Trump,
been
what
so
he tweeted.
busy. I've
Iran
just
is
been
looking
really
at
busy.
freedom, perhaps like never before. The USA stands ready to help Donald Trump. Iran becoming a secular country would have a ripple effect across the Muslim world, not to mention a big source of revenue
Trying to get
to
comfortable, you
Islamist
guys.
groups would be cut off. This piece of artwork of Free Iran with the girl burning the Ayatollah and lighting her cigarette, I'm going to show you where
I like
that
it.
art movement came from as a designer. This
Not
is
sure,
a
but I
great
think
little
she got a
poster. I'm going to
nice-
show you a little more on that. First, here's clandestine. Guys,
Mm-mm.
something is happening. All the pro-Islam
It's an
Democrats
old,
are all of a sudden in unison posting
what's it called?
pro-Judaism and anti-Hamas posts. So they smell the wind of freedom in Iran and realize it's bad branding to be backing the Islamic radical terrorists. After their followers
You're a
have been
drop dead
screaming
gorgeous.
free
Oh,
Palestine
thank you.
all day,
I
every
got a,
day for years
Ranger.
because they were
That's what I got, a little
anti-Israel.
Ranger.
They're getting in front of something is the claim. Let me scoot down here a little bit. Here's Governor J.B. Pritzker with the image of him shaking the hands of a little Jewish kid with a yarmulke on, and it says, Shabbat Shalom, Illinois. So suddenly they're all pro-Israel, something that they've been anti-Israel for years. They are, so the theory is, guys, tell me in the chat below, what are they smelling? Are they smelling God's wrath for opposing Israel? Or
I
are
know,
they just
Lexi,
smelling
yeah,
that they
he could
look
cure
like
cancer
complete
and it
idiots
just- it wouldn't
following
matter.
a totalitarian Islamic
It would not
radical
matter at all.
regime and socialism? Bad marketing. Here's Christina
Yeah,
Hoff Sommers.
Robert,
She's
I
one
got
of
a
my
ring.
favorite writers of all time and speakers of all time. She says feminist activists in the West are in an intersectional coma. In other words,
Yeah.
they're watching the women in Iran be freed from the hijab, but they're
See,
the
what
feminists
gets
here in
me is the liberal women, right? How is showing kindness to a Jew the same as supporting Israel? Is this guy dense? No, he's actually very intelligent. Black slave, Eddie love Trump. You like Trump? Listen, like, it doesn't matter. Like, people, the liberal women, that women power, they want, you know, rights for women. They support everything going on over there in Iran, and they support these people. And it's like, just so many things that totally contradictory to what they fight for. You know what I mean? How are you doing tonight, Lexi? They said shalom to a Jew. Now they love Israel. What the fuck? Can I be your YouTube Lex? Okay. Listen, he's not
America
saying
are
that.
very
He's very
pro
smart,
hijab, just
actually.
like they're very pro abuse in defending Bill Clinton and ridiculing all of the women that the accusers of him. Here's Ron. He says we are probably living through the most important
He was reading
feminist
something, I think.
revolution in history in Iran, and for some reason, the feminism of the free world is silent. Once again, guys, I've said this before. Feminism, the pro-woman movement in America is anti-woman. It
Yep.
is anti-freedom.
Yep.
It is anti a woman's body. It is anti-feminism. It is socialism and communism only. Same with the rainbow movement. Same with Black Lives Matter. Here's this lovely
Yes.
image of this beautiful Iranian woman
It's true.
lighting her cigarette with a lit up picture of
Of
the
the
Ayatollah.
Ayatollah.
And this went viral. This video and this image
I
went
love
viral.
it.
I'm
I
going
love
to do
it.
a
I love
piece
it.
of my own
I said
art
yes.
on that. There's local distance. Leftists are having a tough time with Venezuelans celebrating Maduro's arrest and the Persians overthrowing Iran's Islamic regime. Why? Because it means the people are rejecting both the communist and Islamic halves of the leftists' new Islamo-communist third world Marxist
It's pouring
coalition.
down rain
You see
out
that,
now.
guys?
Damn
The
it.
Democrats were caught, and
Serious?
this is what Mamdani represents: is a
Mamdani,
socialist,
you guys?
Marxist Islamic regime. Here's
Dude.
Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino keeping us all on topic, guys. He says midterms are coming. Amen. The first year was one for the record books. For the people that say there's no arrests, you've been lied to. You're wrong. You're carrying a lie, and you probably don't know it. So I'm here to inform you. That's all false. It's one
Come
of
on,
the
you guys.
most
Thumbs up,
effective
thumbs up.
regimes for the record books. He says
You're
friends
welcome.
don't
I don't
let friends
understand
black
why
pill. Black
they
pill
are
is when
having
you
a
show
hard
despair and
time
everyone
with
going, there's
Maduro.
no
He is-
arrest,
I
nothing's
know.
happening. It's
Donna,
all
it's
doom and gloom,
crazy.
MAGA's divided. He's
Hey,
and then he
Annie.
gives
How
these
are you,
4
beautiful?
headlines. FBI
Listen.
violent.
Donna, the only reason they're having a problem with it is because Trump did it. Now they're like, we're going to sue him, blah, blah, blah. What the he's not even, Maduro's not even supposed to be in power there. He's a total, you know what? Like, he's not supposed to be there. He's not supposed to be in power. He just won't leave. And people are like, well, the drugs aren't coming from Venezuela. Thanks, Eddie. You're funny.
Crime
You're
arrests
funny.
double in Trump's first year in 17 key cities compared to the Biden record. Illegal crossings along
Biden
the
is
U.S.-Mexico border
a kitty
plummet.
sniffer,
President
you guys.
Trump brokers another historic peace deal. Atlanta Fed doubles Q4 GDP estimate to 5.4% as trade deficits plunge. So across all fronts, this is Trump winning in 2026. Those are the 4 major messages that we have to get out and keep
Didn't
spreading.
Biden
Not
and
going
Harris
off on
offer
weirdo
25
tangents.
million for his
Okay,
capture?
stay on. Here's,
Oh,
Melissa Chen,
I didn't
New
know
York
that.
Times, Friday, January
I didn't
9th.
know
That's
that,
yesterday.
Donna.
Main story on the front page. Trump bad.
But
Secondary
see, yeah,
stories on the front page.
I
ICE
can believe
bad
it.
and Israel bad.
You know,
Are you guys
I can
catching
believe
the
that they
pattern
probably
yet?
did, and then
Page
Trump
10,
gets
some
them,
Iranian
and then
people
it's
did
just all a
something
bunch
to
of
the
bullshit.
internet. You don't hate the media enough, and I agree. Here's Mike Netter. This account
I
from a
can't pin
Venezuelan
it.
security
I don't know
guard
how.
loyal to Maduro is chilling and explains a lot about why the tone across Latin America suddenly changed, and this will affect Mexico, they're predicting. This is a security guard saying on the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard, but suddenly our radar system shut down without any explanation. The next thing we saw were drones,
Robert.
a lot of drones flying over
yes.
our position. We didn't know how to react. The security guard continues. After those
I
drones
watched
appeared,
some of that Johnny
helicopters
Depp
arrived,
trial.
but there were very few. I
The
think
live
barely
keeps
8
stopping for me.
helicopters.
How
From
about-
those helicopters,
Really,
soldiers
Annie,
came
go
down,
out and
but
come
a very
back in,
small
sweetie.
number, between 20 men. But those men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look
You would
like
do all my
anything
work
we
for me?
fought
Oh, I would
against
love that.
before. It was a massacre. We were hundreds, but we had
I
no
would love
chance.
that
They
if
were
you did.
shooting with such precision and speed. It seemed like each soldier was firing 300 rounds per minute, which our soldiers can do. We couldn't do anything. Our own guards were no help at all because it wasn't just
Oh,
the
you
weapons.
did?
At one point they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. Listen to this. This is spooky. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. We all started
But Doug
bleeding from
Tenaple,
the
that's who we're
nose.
listening to.
Some
You
were
guys check out
vomiting
his
blood.
channel.
We
He's
fell to
funny.
the ground,
He used to be a
unable to
comic
move.
book writer.
Those 20 men without a single
Um,
casualty
like,
from the U.S.
what's his
military
name?
killed
Scott
hundreds of
Adams.
us. We had no way to
But-
compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even
But
stand
he
up
makes
after
so
the
much
sonic
sense.
weapon or
Everybody's
whatever
doing
it
so much
was. So
infighting
without a doubt, I'm
that we're
sending a warning to
screwed
anyone who thinks
when
they can
the
fight the United
midterms come up.
States. They have
We
no
are
idea
screwed.
what they're capable of. After what I saw, I wouldn't want to be on their
Sos
side of
is
that.
good. He's
This is
taking
the
a nap.
interviewer. And now that Trump
He's
has
getting
said
old,
Mexico is on the list, guys, we predicted
I posted
this
a video
one.
of him
Everyone
this
knows
morning.
Mexico is the big target.
But
Do you
he's
think
getting old,
the
honey.
situation will change in Latin America?
Makes me
Definitely.
sad.
Everyone is already talking about this. So look, and then here's all the helicopters coming in. This is a warning to Mexico. This whole interview, by the way, may not even have existed. It might be a giant psyop by our government to scare Mexico. So they go in and do ghost stories about
No.
these sonic beams and our tech soldiers
What's he
going in
saying?
and wiping
I'm
them out.
not-
I don't know how valid this source is, but it could merely be our military propaganda.
you're not,
That's why
and-
I'm wondering if it came from our side, why did it mention Mexico?
America's
This is the
about to
kind
be
of
civil.
military,
Don't
by the way, if
forget
it is
to love
true,
Joe Biden.
that Iran
This
is
country will
about
be
to face.
toppled,
Why do I
whether it's
predict
in
that?
100
The
years or
Pentagon
10,000.
Pizza Index is spiking again. Iran,
Yeah.
your window just closed.
I don't think
Extreme
it's gonna be
Pizza
long
and
before
other shops
Jesus
near the
returns.
Pentagon are
I
seeing
don't-
above average traffic. If you know, you know. This is what it means when they're
Don't
doing
forget,
all of
I
their
can't
war
stand
planning.
Joe
They will start
Biden.
ordering a bunch of
What are you
pizzas from
talking
the
about?
Pentagon, and so people can track.
What do you
the
think's gonna
orders of
happen, Annie?
pizzas online,
I need to take
and
off
they
my
see them
makeup, you guys.
spike. So it spiked right before we bombed Iran's nuclear facilities. It spiked right before we went into Venezuela and got Maduro. And it's spiking now as the Islamic regime is about to be overthrown, meaning we might give them a little help. Maybe not boots on the ground, but might be some boom boom and some tech boys going in with a sonic energy weapon, making their noses bleed.
Superior
The Pentagon
White Guy,
Pizza
how does it
Index
feel
hit
to own your black
1,200% on
I'm not sure
January
yet.
2nd. Trump told Iran 3 days ago,
I don't
you
know
better
yet.
not start shooting because we'll start shooting
call-
too.
you
Iran's
call
killed
for-
65
I call for
people
martial
since
law
then, including
in
14 of
Minnesota.
their own security forces. They're running a
Something
3-day
needs to
internet blackout while importing
Something needs to
Iraqi
happen in Minnesota,
militias.
that's for
Here's
sure.
how this
Ow.
works when the Pentagon's war
You
planning
guys, I'm
cells
getting
put
so
all
old, I'm
all-nighters, they
telling you.
order pizzas.
Ow,
Google
my
Maps
leg.
tracks foot traffic at nearby restaurants in real time. Civilian nerds
Are you hearing what
monitor
he's
it like
saying,
a
you
hawk,
guys?
and analysts
Islam
watch
is taking
satellite
over Texas
feeds.
North-
The Department
right.
of Defense denies it
They
matters,
are.
says they have internal cafeterias. Sure, and professional poker players don't have tells
I'm
either.
happy.
Iran's ready
Yeah.
in the terminal, already in the terminal
I
phase.
can't stand
Economy
it.
collapse.
Oh, yeah,
military
Trevor,
gutted by Israel's June war, importing foreign fighters to shoot their own people. The
Okay,
pizza spikes
let's
suggest
talk about that. Yes, we are supposed to pray for our enemies. Okay, we don't have. I don't see where it says love them. I know we're supposed to pray for them. We're supposed to love our neighbors, but listen. In my mind, if you mess with children, you are the worst form of human there is around. Okay, so I'm not God, right? I would pick cotton for you, but Jesus washed the feet of his enemies. That's true. But listen, if you mess with children and take their innocence away, I'm not Jesus. I can't love like Jesus can. I can try, but I know I can't give a shit about a pedophile. There's no way. I just no. You mess with kids, there's no hope for you. And that's, I believe, fact. You can't change that. And they're trying to make it normal. They're normalizing that. I mean, what? It's called MAPS. They're normalizing it. Minor attracted persons. What? Like it's not a sin. It's a normal thing to be attracted to a minor. No, it's not. You got fucking screws loose if you're attracted to children. And then you act upon it and ruin their lives. You're not only ruining their lives, but you're ruining whoever's life that they come in contact with, all of their lives. Because when they get in a relationship, they end up having problems. When they have kids of their own, they end up having problems. I mean, it doesn't just affect that child that you've done that to. He does, and I'm not Jesus. I'm just going to say that. I'm not Jesus, so I can't. He forgave the thief on the cross. That's right. Jesus is coming soon, I agree. But you know what? God understands that we cannot love like he does. We can't.
Someone's finalizing exactly how the next 48 hours go. That's the pizza report. Here's the red spike you can see on the graph. Trump makes this, Iran is looking at freedom, perhaps like never before. That's the first tweet that we opened on. And it looks like we're about to go get involved and make sure that Iran goes the right way. On the Trump administration, let me know in the chat below if you support a free Iran.
I'm quite worried for Trump because of the things he's doing. Eddie. Okay, listen to this.
This $49 Japanese knife sharpener brings a dead kitchen knife back to life in seconds.
You know how we wanted so long for the Clintons
just keep pressing
to
down
have to take accountability for their disgusting actions?
That might be the only good thing that ever comes of Epstein. Welcome
Judge
to
not,
Doug
lest you be judged. Every sin is
Exile.
punishable
This
by
is where the
death
Happy
and
Patriots are.
permanent
Thank you guys
separation
for
from God. How
subscribing.
can he forgive us if we can't forgive each other? I know, Robert. It's gross.
Shout out to the Quad Club. Those are my people that watch every episode all the way to the end. And my phone just dinged. Okay, here we go. Bill and Hillary Clinton face contempt of Congress dodging on Epstein subpoenas again.
Aww.
Bill and Hillary Clinton are facing
God,
contempt of Congress charges if they don't appear before a House committee next week to testify in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. The couple
They have to come to court.
originally scheduled to testify before the House Oversight Committee in December, but those appearances were moved to January 13th for him and the 14th for her at the request of the couple who cited a conflict. Okay, the conflict is gone now, so in 5 days they're going to testify. But now they haven't
you guys have to
they
testify
will be there next week.
regarding
And
the
Rep.
Jeffrey
James
Epstein.
Comer, Republican, Kentucky, the chairman of the panel, has said he will slap them with contempt if they don't show. Maybe you should just slap them.
Yes,
Look at his
they
face
are.
on Bill here.
Lexi, everyone's trying
Look
to
at
get
that
rid of
guy.
Christianity.
Holy smokes. That is the
You're not
look of,
allowed
I'm in
to
trouble.
preach
The Clintons
Christianity
have
on
not
the
confirmed
streets
their appearance
either.
for the subpoenaed depositions. A spokesperson for the committee told the New York Post they are obligated under the law to appear, and we expect them to do so. They'll give me some good show prep, some good show meat to show you guys. If the Clintons do not appear for their depositions, the House Oversight Committee will initiate contempt of Congress proceedings.
We want that. We've
Also,
wanted them
if the couple's
so
found
long.
guilty of contempt, Congress can send U.S. Capitol Police to arrest them and bring them before lawmakers. Now, do you guys support that? Should we arrest the poor
Islam in
Clintons and slap them with contempt
Thank
of Congress? And
Thank
yes, throw them in prison. I'll let you tell me in the chat.
Thank you for the
below.
11 thumbs
Prison
up, guys.
yes or prison no for the Clintons. Wait, here's Stephen A.
Yes,
Smith.
prison
I always
for the
like him
Clintons.
because he's screaming. He votes for Democrats, then complains about what he voted for. Here's Stephen A.
I don't understand how sanctuary cities, honestly speaking, I got to educate myself in it. I don't understand how sanctuary cities are allowed in this country. I really don't. I don't get it. If there's federal laws that mandate that you know what, you can't cross the border illegally.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be sanctuary cities saying yes, you can.
That's
I'll explain
right.
to you why. You don't
Yeah.
know why? I'll tell you why. Stephen A. Smith. He's going. I don't understand why they're sanctuary cities.
It just shouldn't be. I mean, one way or another, pick one. You either can or you can't. But it shouldn't be federal government says no, but you say yes, so you get to usurp the authority of the federal government, and we're still
Here's
calling
the thing.
ourselves a nation of laws.
There are
But
so
which
many
laws?
things that are left up to the states that I don't agree with. I think What was that? I think the federal government needs to be in control of some of the stuff, because when you live in a shit state like mine and they want to control everything, you're screwed.
That's right, buddy. And I'll explain to Stephen A. Smith right now why this happens. Because
Donna,
you
I had
vote
to buy
for it,
some more
dummy.
today.
You vote for it, you big dummy. You put an X next to a Democrat. He's still like, we gotta save our party. No, you keep voting
Yeah,
for
well,
it.
they'll
So it
probably
gets
take off
repeated.
then.
Yeah, you're right. We're not a nation of laws. You also have people
They have
running
gotten
over
away with
ICE
so
agents
much.
with their cars, or targeting them with their cars, or driving close enough to
I bought
agents
my
with their
son some of
cars.
those
The Democrats
Lifesaver
go,
chewy things.
nothing to
I
see
want some of
here.
them
She was
home.
just trying to run away. They don't believe in patrolling our borders with ICE agents. They don't believe in that police force. They believe in driving away. Now, I just want to flip this in your mind for a second so you guys can see the clarity of all of this. How stupid the Democrats are. What if there was a policeman or a government or a military officer or some kind of an agent, FBI agent, and I was protesting, not ICE agents, but I was protesting an abortion clinic. And what if I drove my car toward one of those police officers and that police officer turned and fired and shot me dead? It would still be a tragedy, of course. This lady that got shot, it's a tragedy. But hey, the Democrats would not be going in the streets going,
Lovely.
hey, you can't do that to those agents. They're
Yeah.
here to work for the government. We're a nation of laws.
But you
this
know
Democrat
who's-
Party, every
You know
time it's-
who's encouraged that behavior, though? The Democrats. They've encouraged citizens to go attack people who are doing their job.
of their side doing it. They're going, federal law, ICE agents, what?
It makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's where I'm coming from, Andy.
And you
You live in Los Angeles. The largest probably sanctuary city.
You got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Never voted once or was given the offer to vote for or against sanctuary city
Right.
or state. I think
No, you voted for it when you voted for a Democrat. It was never on the ballot. Another California dummy. Sorry, dummies. You put an X next to a Democrat and you're voting for lawlessness. He's all, I didn't
There
vote
you
for
go.
this. Yes, you did. Because California votes overwhelmingly Democrat. Because you're a state full of, I'm here living in the state of dummies. Beautiful place.
bunch of baloney.
Yeah. I don't blame you for feeling that way. Because the American people should have an opportunity to vote on it. You're absolutely right. I didn't even know that was the case, Andy, until you just told me.
Yeah, you keep voting.
You see? How you a sanctuary city just by declaring yourself to be a sanctuary city, but the citizens in the city didn't even vote on it?
Yeah, they did. They voted for Democrats, and the Democrats made it into a sanctuary city, you big dumb. Are you learning yet, Stephen? Are you almost there, buddy? I know you're a basketball jock. You probably got hit in the head with a basketball a couple times. You went down, fell down, slipped on, they didn't quite clean the wood, the pine floors, and you slipped and fell, might have hit your head, and you keep voting for Democrats, then going, why are all these dumb things happening that I didn't vote for? Are you learning
yeah.
yet? Stephen, you're almost
you.
there, but I'll bet you anything in 2026, you're going to go walk straight into that voting ballot and vote for what, straight down the line, Democrat judge, Democrat governor, Democrat congressman, Democrat Senate, in 2028, whoever's Democrat, I'm voting for it. Then you're going to go, why do we have these sanctuary cities? Why do we have these open borders? What's going on with these open borders? What do you think? Never put an X next to a Democrat. Here's a little bit of Trump.
They are.
President Trump on Iran. We're going to do a little check-in on Iran here.
How long do you think the Ayatollah will be in power after what we've seen play out on the ground there? When is the U.S. going to get involved now that reports of protesters being killed on the ground?
So Iran's in big trouble. It looks to me that the people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a few weeks ago. We're watching the situation very carefully. I've made the statement very strongly
I'm
that
done
if
with
they
these.
start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts.
Amen.
And that doesn't mean boots on the ground, but it means hitting them very, very hard where
He's very clear that if there's no boots on the ground, he doesn't want MAGA to turn on him and go like, what do you mean you're going to put a bunch of our military in there in the Middle East again? And by the way, I don't mind the boots being there on the ground if
Love
it
you
serves us in
Hey,
some
Trevor.
way. But
We all have difference of opinions, right? We all think differently, but that's what makes us all so beautiful and I say happy. I'm happy. Like you say, there's a lot of anger. There is a lot of anger. A lot of people are angry. For the most part, in life, though, I'm happy. And I'm angry when it comes to politics, yeah. But this world is just a temporary place for all of us. And this isn't where we're going to be forever. And we cannot control what happens. We think if we go vote, that makes a difference. I don't think it does, honestly. Unfortunately, a long time ago, certain people gained a lot of power, and they've held on to that power for many, 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 many years. And they want us to think that our votes matter, but I don't think they do. I think in the end, they get the final say. It's the guy who took our punishment. Absolutely. You're so beautiful. I would love to be your black slave in your home. Amazing queen. Oh. I don't. Do you think slavery is coming back? No. You're not probably going to like what I'm going to say, but I think we had come so far. I think we were going in the right direction for a while until Obama became president. I think Obama set us back huge. Not because who he is, because of his rhetoric, the way he acted. I mean, he could speak very eloquently, though. Like, I loved listening to him talk. I didn't vote for him, but even his wife, Michelle, she's so hateful. She is, and she does not like white people. They were always talking about, pretty much to fight everybody who doesn't think like they do. We missed the boat on that one, Eddie. Yeah, that's true. So
I like the idea of tactical strikes a lot better. Be pretty easy to undermine and absolutely just put down that violence pretty quickly in the name of freedom, because we can. Strike them hard, strike them where it hurts.
So
you think it would, but what about my
there have been cases.
Arthritis and fibromyalgia? It's really cold there. Voting does matter. How do you think Trump got to be president with so many hating him? I don't know. Robert, I don't know. I think because of all of the voter fraud is why I think voting doesn't matter, because I think there were some areas that definitely would have been red, but they weren't because of the voter fraud. I would really
like this where President Obama totally backed down.
That was 2000. What was that? 2000. What was that last green movement under his watch? I thought we should have been arming their civilians to help them out a little bit, because you have an unarmed citizenry, and only the Islamic radical
Jeremy,
and his evil regime are armed. So they pop a few shots off and they corral all the people. But I'm also for a tactical strike or whatever it takes. Maybe some other countries could help out.
I hope
this is something
okay.
Pretty incredible that's happening in Iran. It's an amazing thing to watch. They've done a bad job. They've treated their people very badly, and now they're being paid back. So let's see what happens. We're watching it. We're watching it very closely.
And
if they buy a house, I would probably go. I don't know how I'd do this. Like, I'd want my own place, so I'd have to save up some, and I don't know. But she said that Montana, for them, just aligns with what they want more than anywhere else. You have arthritis too? Oh, me too, Jeremy. I'm sorry. My husband had one. Just follow Sarah order. Stay ahead of the pain, and I will pray for you. Is he cruel? Maybe. Jesus never asked for an easier life, though. Please email me. I will, hon. How? I don't know if I'd want to stay in the same type of work. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Eddie. Do you think there will be a civil war? I don't think there'll be a civil war. I think people will keep being idiots and going out and causing violence and trouble. I do. But the majority of the people, conservatives, aren't that way, you know? That's cheating, not voting, and we put a stop to it last election. They couldn't cheat, and Trump won. Maybe you can add an ADU on the back of their home. Oh, yeah, maybe. Please call me. I'm not saying that, Eddie. I know the difference between good and bad.
Trying to catch him in some kind of a gaffe, trying to get him really hard, and then here's the press again trying to get.
I agree with that.
Watch this.
Robert.
More the press is not the.
If you don't vote,
things. Go ahead.
then you can't
Are
complain
you still dusting every day?
about anything.
Check out my secret to a dust-free home. This silent and magic box.
President. So we are seeing, regarding Iran, we are seeing the protests in Iran these days. The citizens are begging for help from the U.S. and Israel, naming streets in the city after President Trump. It seems there is an opportunity here that may not come again. Will the United States stand by the citizens of Iran?
I can't
and
call
if
you
Israel
that.
decides
I
to
just
strike again, the
can't
nuclear
bring
sites in
myself
Iran,
to do that.
is the U.S. expected to take part?
Well, look, we
Just-
certainly
it's
stand
a
by
given,
anybody who's
okay?
engaged in peaceful
Just
protests, anybody
picture
who's
me
trying to
saying
exert
it.
their rights for free
I can't say
association
it.
and to have their voices heard. Obviously, the Iranian regime has a lot of problems, and as the President of the United States has said,
Yes, Sosa
the
will go
smartest
with
thing
me.
for them to have done, it was true 2 months ago,
I've already
it's true
talked to my
today,
daughter about
is for
it.
them to actually have a real negotiation with the United States about what we need to see when it
Bubba's.
comes to their nuclear program.
Come here,
I'll let the
baby.
President speak to what we're going to do in the future, but we certainly stand with anybody across the world, including the Iranian people
here,
who
Bubba.
are advocating for their rights. I'll take just a couple.
We support Iran. We support the people's rights, but at the same time, you don't want to break that country and then have it be your responsibility. Trump doesn't want to turn this into his problem. He wants to help. He loves freedom. So does JD Vance. They're not getting ahead of it yet. Let's wait
I
to
think
see
I
what
need
the
to put on a
people do, and
sweatshirt.
they
Okay.
have our
Baby.
support. It doesn't mean we're going to come in and fight this war for them.
Bubba.
I hate to say it, but
What are you
free
doing,
people,
honey?
at some point, they have to
What are
fight
you
their own
doing,
wars.
babe?
And remember, even with our own war that we fought here,
What are you
we
doing,
got help
baby?
from the French. Guys, Louisiana Purchase, we got arms. There were so many enemies of England that helped us out. We found allies, and we couldn't have done it alone. So I'm not saying Iran has to do it alone, but I definitely think Israel and America should give them a hand. And we might find some other allies too to help us out, and I'm all for it. But the main weight of this thing is going to have to come from the Iranian people. They have to keep going. They absolutely have to unseat the Ayatollah, and we're rooting for them all the way and praying for them. And I hope we find a way to help them and hit that regime. If we believe they're bringing their
It's
nukes
chilly,
back up,
you
then
guys.
absolutely
It's
got to
cold.
decimate that stuff. What do you guys think in the chat below? Are you for a united hit with Hegseth, coordinate?
God, Hillary Clinton. Ugh. Come here, babe. Oh, there he is. There's my Bubba's. Come on here. There's my Bubba's. There he is. Hi, Sos. Hi, who's that? You see the baby? Hi. Hi, Sosa. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. You want your butt itch? You want a butt itch? He likes his hip rub. You like your hips rubbed? Yes, you're such a good boy. He is shedding like crazy. You would not believe I need to invest in these lint rollers. Because, come here. Lay down, honey. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down, baby. Come here. Lay down. It's okay. Sit. Sit down. Come here. Sit down. Sit down, honey. Sit down. He's hot in here because I have my heat on. Sit down, babe. Sit. Sit. You want your bone? You want your bone? You want your bone? Give me a kiss. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much, honey. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Lay down. Want me to turn the heat off? Are you too hot? Want me to turn the heat down? Okay. It's off, baby. Oh shit, I hate this thing. It's off, baby. Okay? Hold on. Gosh dang it. I hate this. I take the lint roller and I lint roll him. It's funny. I lint roll him. I get so much hair off of him. Why are you shedding so bad, honey? Why are you shedding so much, huh? You're shedding so much. You're shedding so much, huh? Do you want your bone? Huh? You want your bone? Look at this. Look at that. You want your bone, honey? His bones finally came in to the store. He likes these specific marrow bones. They're the canoe ones, they're called. They're cut in half and they're like split in half. He loves those ones. He doesn't like the regular ones anymore. You don't like the regular ones anymore, huh? I know he's probably wanting to go OUTSIDE. I bought 3 bags of them for him because they always run out. That was like $30 for 3 bags. And there's only 3 in each one. It's like, I'm telling you, I spoil him. But, you know, he's been there for Grandma. Okay, I'm done. He's been there for me, so he deserves to be spoiled. Oh, I gotta cook that lamb for you, Sos. Grandma has cooked that lamb that I got. Grandma bought some lamb. I gotta make you some lamb, yes. Why are you panting so hard, baby? Hold on. Don't pant so hard, Brooks. You're fine. You're fine. Everybody was kung fu fighting. They were as fast as lightning. Okay. Sorry. He's my baby. He's my baby. Isn't he cute? Isn't he handsome? He's so handsome. My lab used to get really hot in pants, so I bought rectangle soft freezer packs. Put them under the blanket. Oh, that's a good idea. Ours was but to do and die with no vote as to where. Could you make a request? What's your request? What's your request, you guys? Eddie, I'll call you Eddie. America sucks. I mean, it does right now, that's for sure. God, so sad. His hair is everywhere. It's either his or mine. Look up Sai Wang's Shima and read it. Is it a book? Does somebody else want to call Eddie that? Because I don't. Eddie, sorry, I can't bring myself to do it. I'm sorry. What the big oil executives told Trump about investing in Venezuela. It says the CEOs, ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips told President Donald Trump that Venezuela will need big changes to attract investment. Exxon CEO Darren Woods said Venezuela is uninvestable in the country's current state. ConocoPhillips CEO Ryan Lance said the country's energy system needs to be restructured. Chevron is ready to quickly ramp up production. Leading U.S. oil executives told President Donald Trump at the White House on Friday that Venezuela will need major reforms to attract investment. Trump said Friday the industry would invest at least $100 billion to rebuild Venezuela's energy sector with U.S. security guarantees. But the CEOs of big oil companies like ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips did not commit at the meeting to quickly re-enter Venezuela. Exxon CEO Darren Woods told Trump that Venezuelan market is uninvestable in its current state. Venezuela seized Exxon's and Conoco's assets in 2007, and they owed the companies billions of dollars in outstanding claims from arbitron cases. We've had our assets seized there twice, and so you can imagine to re-enter a third time would require some pretty significant changes from what we've historically seen there, Woods told Trump at the White House. If we look at the legal and commercial constructs and frameworks in place today in Venezuela, it's uninvestable. Exxon is prepared to send a technical team to evaluate the current state of Venezuela's oil industry and assets, he said. ConocoPhillips CEO Ryan Lance congratulated Trump on ousting former President Nicolas Maduro. He said the banking sector will need help restructure Venezuela's debt and provide billions of dollars in financing for the restore of the country's infrastructure. Lance also called for the restructuring of state-owned oil company Petróleos de Venezuela. As we think that big and bold, we need to be also thinking about even restructuring the entire Venezuelan energy system, including PDVSA, Lance told the president. Trump told the Conoco CEO that the U.S. government is not looking at recovering the assets the company lost during the 2007 nationalization. We're not going to look at what people lost in the past because that was their fault, Trump said. That was a different president. You're going to make a lot of money, but we're not going to go back. Chevron is the only U.S. oil major operating in Venezuela through joint ventures with PDVSA. Vice Chairman Mark Nelson said Chevron has a way forward to rapidly ramp up its production, which currently stands at about 240,000 barrels per day. We have a path forward here very shortly to be able to increase our liftings from those joint ventures 100% essentially effective immediately, Nelson told Trump. We are also able to increase our production with our own disciplined investment schemes by about 50% just in the next 18 to 24 months. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent indicated Thursday that the U.S. might rely more on smaller oil companies rather than the majors to invest in Venezuela. The big oil companies who move slowly, who have corporate boards, are not interested, Bessent said Thursday at the Economic Club of Minnesota. I can tell you that the independent oil companies and individuals, wildcatters, our phones are ringing off the hook, Bessent said. They want to go to Venezuela yesterday. So that's what's going on with the Venezuela stuff. U.S. says it hit Islamic State in Syria in response to attack on troops. As protests rage, Iran pulls the plug on contact with the world. Thousands march in Minneapolis and across the country to protest ICE. Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead, co-founder, dies at 78. Wow. Donald Trump goes to quick dentist appointment in Florida. Trump threatens to denaturalize some U.S. citizens. Don Knotts' 2 children, all about the Andy Griffith Show stars daughter Karen and son Thomas. Interesting stuff, you guys. Interesting stuff. Sosa, I love you. I love you, Bubbas. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I got to take him for a WALK. God is good. If your enemy is hungry for you, I want to work at Chevron. Chevron has a special prayer room for Muslims to pray in the afternoon. And you know what? You know what? That's bullshit. Sorry, because we can't do that. I can't say, oh, excuse me, I have to go pray for an hour. That wouldn't be allowed. Sorry, it's not fair. This is America. Fine. They want to have their time to go pray. We should be able to have our time to go pray. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people want to get upset that I get upset about that. So what? I don't care. We have rights here. Fuck. I mean, shit. Sorry. I love you, Bubba. Oh, look at him. Are you cute? Are you so cute? So I love you so much. 12 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. You can pray to whoever you want. But no, not at work. Not at work. They won't let you excuse yourself to go pray for an hour. No, they won't. It's simply bullshit. I don't know where that came from. It's simply bullshit. Okay, I'm going to try it. Well, I'm my own boss, kind of. I mean, I have a boss, but I'm by myself all day, so. And yes, my maintenance guy is going to be gone helping at another property for a couple days. Woo, woo. I'm not going to have to deal with that. Black Slave Eddie has to go. Bye. Bye, Black Slave Eddie. Have a good night. It's been a joy having you here with us. Thank you for subscribing. If you would like to support my channel, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Make sure you leave comments under the videos. And if you would like to join my memberships, you can do that too. The Bible says to live in constant prayer. Yes, it does. I pray all day, all the time, even when I'm just, working. I do. So you're right. Technically, if I wanted to sit there and in my mind pray, but I can't say, I'm going to excuse myself for an hour and go pray. They wouldn't know. Thank you. Thank you. Can I ask you how you found this channel? It also says not to pray out loud like the hypocrites. Well, I pray to myself, so. I mean, I pray to God, but quietly. I can't stand, there's people like Shani for Christ. She makes me sick. You want to talk about a hypocrite? She is so gross. She uses God as a personal weapon against people. Like God's her attacker, It's really gross. It's gross. She says, God's going to get you back. You're not going to have a place in heaven. Just so many things. And it's like, and she never does anything wrong. She's so wonderful. Oh, you were just scrolling? Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping. It's nice sometimes to get new people in here, How long have I been on here? An hour and 12 minutes, 13 minutes. Look at him. It's going to be freezing outside when we go out. So I have to put on some sweats. Grandma has to put on her sweats because we're going to go out. And hopefully we don't run into any, Hopefully we don't run into any, what are they called? Coyotes. We don't want no coyotes, do we, Sos? We don't want no scrubs. The scrubs is not from me. Hanging out the passenger side on his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Hold on. Okay, the sweatshirt's not going to cut it because I have to wear a sweatshirt with a hood on it because I'm going to be freezing my ass off. So I said, don't want no scrubs. I need to buy some clothes, you guys. I need clothes. Okay? I need clothes. You hear me? Do you hear me? Hold on. Hold on, Bubbas. Hold on. Hold on, my love. Hold on, my love. If there's any coyotes out there, I'm going to be upset. I saw 4 deer together on our last walk. There was 4 deer together, you guys. It was so cute. I'm like, I'm not going to hurt you. I think they were scared. I think they were scared of us, huh, Sos? I think they were scared of us. You know that? Oh, God, it's going to be cold out there. Yeah, it's going to be cold out there. Oh, burr. Anyways, prayer, hold on. Prayer is great, but here's why you should give Muslims what they want. What do you mean, give Muslims what they want? What do you mean? What are you talking about? They are. It's really sad, Lexi. It's like there's nowhere for them to go, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like coyotes. Believe me, they creep me out. But I feel bad for them. They're just looking for food. You know, they're looking for something to eat. And they want my Sosa. They would love to get their chomps on Sosa. Right, Sos? They want to get their chomps onto you, Sosie. I don't want them to get their chomps onto you. You know that? What are you doing? What are you doing? You guys can't tell me he's not absolutely gorgeous. Look at him. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. Do you love me? Have a kiss? I love you. I love you so much. Why are you panting, honey? It's not even hot in here, baby. Honey, it's not even hot, okay? Shh. Shh. Listen. Shh. Quiet. Here, chew on this for a minute, okay? Here, chew on that. There you go. Good boy. Grandma's gonna put her shoes on, okay? Grandma's gonna put her shoesies on, okay? Here, chew it up. Chew it. Go ahead. Chew it. So my daughter's birthday is at the end of the month. We're gonna go to a nummy Italian restaurant for dinner. That's where she wants to go. Her place used to be Red Robin. She loved, that was our, every year for her birthday we went to Red Robin because that's where she wanted to go. But now she wants to go to this Italian restaurant on the water. So we're going to do that. And my ex-husband's going, unfortunately. But like I said, you know, we're okay. Like, we're friendly toward each other. Babe, can you hear him panting? Sos, why are you panting so bad, honey? It's not hot in here at all. It's not hot in here, honey. Old man. You old man. It's not even hot. Love you, Superior Side Eye Sosa knows. And he would just rip those coyotes. Do you think so, Robert? See, one of my residents told me that she believes that it would go after Sosa. That's what she said. And I'm like, everyone's telling me the opposite, that Sosa would get him. And she said, no. A coyote will get him. And I'm like, oh, geez. Great. Just what I want. Ow. Hold on, Bubs. Ow. Guys, my leg is, hurts so bad. Hold on, Bubs. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Hold on, my lovey. Hold on. Stay there. I'll be right there, okay? Hold on, honey. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is like can't get no love from me. Trying to holler at Sos. Sosa don't want no scrub. Sosa don't want no scrub. My sister wants to live here. Oh my gosh. We'll have to talk about that. My sister wants to move up here. I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We don't want that. Hell no. We don't want that. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck. Is that in here? Shit. Shit. Fuck. Why can't I find my gloves? Oh, there they are. Hold on. Why'd you get down? Why'd you get down, Sos? Why'd you get down, Bubba's? Huh? You're not supposed to get down. Why'd you get off the bed? Huh? Why'd you get off the bed, Bubby? Hold on. Wait, we're not going yet. Hold on. I gotta fill up your water bottle. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, little boo. Hold on, my little boo. I don't want them. Oh, I had to get the water in from my truck. Hold on, honey. I gotta cook you your lamb tonight, huh? Grandma's gotta make you some lamb tonight. You know that? I gotta make you some lamb, huh? Alright, so I got my gloves, I got your water, I got your treatsies. What else? We got your poopy bags? We got your poop bags? We have enough? Yep. Okay. You shit twice today. That's good. You went poo-poo twice today. Oh, I gotta show you guys what else I got. I got this. My daughter told me to get this. Because she's like, Mom, you don't eat. She's like, so since you don't eat, you're not getting any iron. She's like, you need to get this thing called the Iron Fish. So, I mean, it would help if I cooked for myself. But, so what you're supposed to do, there's 2 in here. You're supposed to put them in your food when you cook. Yes, I will. Is it a book? I mean, I don't know when I'm going to have to. And the owls might scoop down and rip his face off. Also, in case you think I'm crazy, please know I've had several beers and only one type. That's good. Oh, yeah. So I got these. They're little iron fish. So you're supposed to put them in with your food when you're cooking. Oh, Parable. Okay, I'm doing great so far this new year. Thanks for asking. You are lucky you live in a city and not the country. You would never leave the house. If the coyote can't pick it up and carry it away, they won't mess with it. Okay. Well, I've still been taking them out at night, even though I'm worried about running into a coyote. My sister said, her and her husband, before he passed away, she said they were camping or something, and they saw a coyote pick up a cat and just walk away with it. I'm like, that's so sad. I'm like, did you try to help the kitty? You should be sitting on a throne with a crown on your head. Yes, I should. This should be my throne. I do have, hold on. We're going to go, Bubba's. We're going to go. Okay, move. Move your butt. Move your butt. What did I do with it? I lost it. Hold on, babe. Where is it? No, it's gone. Shit. Where'd it go? No. Where'd it go? It's gone. I had. Oh no, where'd it go? Did I lose it? Sosa, did I lose it? Oh no. My son's been in here messing with my cords, trying to find phone cords or something. Damn it, where'd it go? Okay, I gotta bring this. I had a thingy. Now it's gone. I had a crown. I don't know where it went. I had a crown, you guys. Now I don't. Damn it. See, I have this. I bought this for my son and my daughter, too. It's the Birdie, it's called. And it makes a really loud, chirpy sound that I hope will scare off the coyotes. You guys, I can't. My crown's gone. Where's Grandma's crown, baby? My crown's gone. Shit. Well, I had a crown. Now I can't find it. I don't know where it went. Hold on, baby. Grandma's crown is gone. That really sucks. I think I'm going to read tonight when I get back. I haven't read in a long time. You know that? It's been quite a while. I haven't read in a long time. I don't know where my crown went. All right, guys. We're going to go now. Come here, baby. You want to say bye? Come here. Come here. You want to say goodbye? We're going to go on our walkie now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And it's nice to have a little socialization. I don't really have a lot of that. Because I work all the friggin' time, so it's nice. We're going to have family dinner tomorrow night. I think I'm going to make manicotti for dinner. And either that or spaghetti. I haven't decided. But, yeah, we're going to have family dinner tomorrow night. And then back to work. Another week of work. Thank you, Donna. Donna, I hope you're not depressed anymore, honey. Bye, Eddie. Bye, Trevor. Bye, Robert. Bye, Lexi. Annie, if you're still here. Thank you, Trevor. And Sean, if you're still listening. Jeremy. Bye, guys. Hope you have a wonderful evening. I don't think I'll be back on, but this is what I wear out because it's so fucking cold. I don't think I'll be back on, but you never know. I may get back and get bored and pop on. I have a crown. I just can't find it. Okay, guys. Love you. Thank you for being here. Remember, like, comment, join the memberships. That really helps. Good night, Robert. You're going to go watch 1958 Superman. I might pop back on, so stay by your phones. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. Okay, Bubbas, we're going to go, okay? We'll go outside.